What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. And in this video I'm going to be doing some ranking in Fortnite. There's a lot of stuff in this game, and I'm going to be doing some different bit ranking videos. So today we're going to be ranking every single assault rifle in Fortnite from worst to best. I'm going to be doing a tier list inside Fortnite. Um, So before we get into it, I was going to let you know all the rules on how I'm going to be ranking these assault rifles. So the rule is how good it is. Is it something that I'm going to use in the game? Is there going to be a drawback to it? Like, is it going to save me if it's like my only weapon in a fight? Stuff like that. But anyways, I do hope you enjoy this video. If you would, please like this video. And if you want to see another tier list where I go over some other weapons. And also, we're not going to be there's going to be some weapons that I will not be covering. I will not be covering the drum gun, because the drum gun is technically an SMG in Call of Duty. The weapon is an SMG. I will not be covering the minigun or the light machine gun, because those are heavy weapons. So those are not, and I will not be covering exotic weapons or mythics. So mythics and exotics will not be in this tier list. So without any more time to waste, let's go ahead and begin the tier list of assault rifles. Coming in, alright, so we're going to start things off by doing the Scar. The Scar is probably a really the Scar is probably the most iconic weapon in Fortnite. Everybody loves the Scar. Like, there's nothing bad you can really say about the Scar. The Scar has been one of my favorites in Fortnite. It's really good. It can really help you in a fight. So I think for me, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start off strong, and I'm gonna put the Scar in the S tier. All right, let me see if I can make it bigger so that there we go. As you can see, that's the Scar. Alright, next up, we're going to do the Burst Assault Rifle. The FAMAS. The FAMAS, to me, if there's two weapons, cause like, in the old Fortnite, the OG season, all we had, the options is the Scar, or the Burst. And a lot of people would pick the Scar over the Burst, but for me, I kind of like the Burst. The Burst was actually pretty good. The Burst wasn't too bad, but it was just really outclassed by the Scar in a certain way. But for me, I have to put it in B tier. I don't think I like the Burst. However, I don't think it's the best assault rifle, and I'm going to go ahead and just do that. Coming in, alright, the next assault rifle we're going to talk about is another really good one. It's the heavy assault rifle. Where is it? It is here. Alright, the heavy assault rifle. This thing is really good. Also, real quick, I will go over the blue and the blue heavy and the blue. I will go over the blue assault rifle here in a minute. But first, the heavy assault rifle. This one was in Chapter 2, Season 1, I think. This was I love the heavy assault rifle. Like, I think it's really good. However, I think the blue one is really weak. So a little bit. There's sometimes where it can help you, sometimes it can't. So I think I'm gonna put the blue heavy assault rifle in the C tier. I'm sorry for those who like the heavy assault rifle, but I'm also gonna put. I will put the gold one in the A tier. And while we're at it, I might as well talk about the blue assault rifle. We're gonna put the blue assault rifle in the A tier as well. The blue assault rifle is still really good, but it's not better. It's not the best. All right, next assault rifle we're gonna talk about is the scope assault rifle. To me, I didn't use the scope assault rifle that much in chapter 1. It used to be really good. It used to be like one of the best weapons in the game, but now it just kind of just slowly started getting nerfed and nerf after nerf. And that for me is just this weapon. You would probably take a sniper over this thing, and I never really see myself use the scope assault rifle, and so for me, I'm gonna have to put it. I have to put it in D tier. I'm sorry. I just don't think it's that helpful. It's good, but it's not bad enough for me to put it in F. I'm gonna go ahead and put. While we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and put the legendary scope assault rifle. I'm gonna put it in C tier. It's the same weapon, but it just does a little bit more damage. All right. Next AR we're going to talk about is the thermal scoped assault rifle. I think the thermal is pretty good. It does 31 damage. Yeah. This thing, for me, I think is way better than the scoped assault rifle. The thermal is just it just outclasses the. Like, if I had to choose between the scoped and the thermal, I obviously would pick the thermal. I've done pretty well with the thermal in the OG seasons, but I don't think it's the best. But I'll give it a C tier. Alright. Next up, we're going to talk about is the Silent Scar. Alright. I think the day that the scoped assault rifle was added, the drum gun was vaulted. To me, the suppressed cart it's a great weapon. Like, if I see it on the ground, I will definitely pick it up and use it. I really don't have really much to say about it. It's just a great weapon. For me, I'm just gonna put it in the A tier. I know this is probably too high for it. I probably could put it in B, but that's just for me. That's just what I think. Alright, next up is one of my favorite assault rifles, the tactical assault rifle. I loved using this in Chapter 1, Season 9. When it came out, I didn't really understand what it was, or like what it did. It was really, this thing is really strong, but it uses small bullets. It does 23 damage. I'll usually use this combined with the combat shotgun in Chapter 1, Season 9. And I think I'm gonna put the tactical rifle in B tier. Alright. this tier list is looking pretty good so far. All right. Next up, let's talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about the Striker Burst assault rifle. This thing, to me, is really good. I used it a lot. I used it quite a bit. And I think it was chapter 3 when they came out. Yeah. To me, this thing, it's okay. Like, is it the best assault rifle? No. But I'm just gonna put the Striker Burst in B, or in C, because I don't really have much to say about it. I mean, it's good, but not that great. I'll take the FAMAS over the Striker Burst. Alright. Next up, this is one of my favorites. We're gonna go ahead and start talking about the infantry rifle. I love the infantry rifle so much. I don't remember the last time it came back to Fortnite. I really hope they add it back in the next update or something, because this thing is like just really good. It used to be, I think it still shoots projectiles, I'm not sure, but I think it used to shoot projectiles. I think it was the blue one or something. Like, but it was such a really good. It's still really good. Like, there's like hit scan on it, I think. For me, this thing is just. I'm gonna put the blue one in B tier, and I'm gonna put the gold one in S tier. I think they're both really good. They're yeah, there's like, I just don't really have much to say on them either. Alright. Coming in next is going to be, let's talk about the pulse rifle next. The pulse rifle, to me, is one of the coolest weapons, or like the coolest assault rifles I've ever seen in Fortnite. It is such a fun weapon to use. You can either aim down sights and do high damage, or you can just spam it, and it just does like just regular damage. And to me, this thing is pretty underrated. I think I'm gonna put the pulse rifle in A tier. Next up, let's talk about the sideways rifle. I love this thing. Like, I used to hate this thing. I used to hate the sideways rifle, but for me, over the years, I've gotten really good with this thing. And it's just such a... I'm just gonna put it in S tier for me. I absolutely love the sideways rifle. I don't really have anything to say bad about it. I just wish the cooldown was just a little bit faster, but other than that. Next up, let's talk about the primal rifle. I absolutely love I love the primal rifle. I think it's such an amazing weapon. The Spire Assassins, I think is it the Spire Assassins? Spire Guardians Primal Rifle. The Primal Rifle is such an amazing weapon. Um, it's really accurate and it shoots pretty fast. I think I would use this a lot in chapter 2. And for me, I'm gonna put it in A tier. I think I'm gonna put it in A tier. Alright. Next up, let's talk about the makeshift rifle. I think some people don't like this thing. It's a little inaccurate, in my opinion. But I would try like this thing. It was okay. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't the worst. But for me, I'm gonna have to put it in D tier. All right, I think D tier is okay for that. Next, what assault rifle should I do next? We got a few left to talk about. Let's talk about the red eye. Well, to me, I already know where it's gonna go, so I don't really have to say much about it. This thing is absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the best assault rifles we've ever seen in Fortnite, and it's just gonna go in S tier immediately, no hesitations. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and talk about another really good weapon, the twin mag assault rifle. This thing is just this thing always outclassed the suppressed havoc assault rifle. I usually take the twin mag over the suppressed havoc assault rifle. The twin mag is such a great weapon. Like, I have nothing bad to say about it. And for me, I think that's where it's gonna go. Next up, let's talk about the Ranger assault rifle. I think there's some people that don't like the Ranger assault rifle. For me, I kind of like it. I think it's really good. They buffed it like almost every update in chapter 3. The damage kept increasing. They kept making it really accurate. So for me, I'm just gonna put it in A tier. Alright, how many assault rifles do I have left? We got 1, 2. I think we got like 5 left. No, 6. We got 6 ARs left to talk about. Yeah, we got 6 ARs left to talk about. I will do mythic. I will probably do a mythic weapon tier list in another video. But for now, so we got the hammer. Let's go ahead and talk about the hammer assault rifle. This thing is such an incredible weapon. It's one of my favorite assault rifles. Like, if I ever got it in chapter 3, I think is when it came out. I would always use it. I think the hammer assault rifle outclassed the Ranger a lot. And so I'm gonna put the hammer assault rifle in S tier. I don't know why I put it in F tier. There's only 2 weapons. Because I don't know why I put it in F tier. But Next, let's talk about the combat assault rifle. Well, I already know where I'm gonna put this. I know I'm being generous on some of these weapons, but come on. I absolutely love the combat assault rifle. It is such an incredible weapon. To me, I don't really have anything to say about it. Like, I don't have anything to say about how bad it is. It is just absolutely amazing. Alright. Let's go ahead and talk about... We have... I think 3 assault... I think we got 4 left. We have 4 ARs left to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about this thing. I don't really have to say much about this one either. This one, S tier. I know a lot of people would yell at me if I didn't put this in S tier. MK7, one of the best ARs I've ever seen, I've ever used in Fortnite. The Foundations MK7, that thing was a laser. In zero builds, that thing was absolutely that thing was scary to go up against. MK Alpha, I'm gonna put. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I want to put this in A, but I think it probably deserves the B tier. And I need some weapons in B tier. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, MK Alpha, but I'm gonna put you in B tier. It's better. It's a better but worse version of. I mean, it shoots slower but does more damage. But the MK shoots faster but does less damage. If you put these two in a fight against each other, I think the MK would win. Speed is way better than I think I'm gonna have to put the Havoc Suppressed in B tier as well. The Twin Mag, the Twin Mag and Red Eye would always outclass the Havoc Assault Rifle, the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle, almost every time. I don't really have much to say about it. I mean, it's really good. They buffed it not too long ago, but it's still outclassed by a lot of these assault rifles. So if you put have a bunch of these assault rifles in a loot pool, if you put the Havoc Suppress and let's say the Hammer assault rifle in the loot pool, the Hammer assault rifle probably would get picked over it. And the last weapon we're going to talk about is the Flapjack rifle. I never really played much of Chapter 4 Season 3. I used this in creative mode in the pit, I think. I actually like this weapon. I think it's a really good weapon. I'm gonna put it A tier. It does a lot of damage, has a lot of ammo in it. And yeah, I don't really have much to say on it, other than it's good. It's a great weapon. And I think that's every weapon I talked about. Yeah. I'll do exotics and other stuff in another video. Let me make sure there's not anything else I missed before. I'll do marksman weapons along with snipers, I think. I think that we're good. But yeah, this is it. I'll go buy each of these weapons to see if y'all So this is S tier. We have the Scar, the Infantry, the Sideways Rifle, the Red Eye, the Twin Mag, Hammer, the Combat, and the MK7. A tier, we have the Heavy Assault Rifle, the Blue Assault Rifle, the Suppressed Scar, the Pulse Rifle, the Primal Rifle, the Ranger, the Flapjack Rifle. For B tier, we have the Burst, the Tactical Assault Rifle, the Blue Infantry, the MK Alpha, and the Havoc Suppressed. And for C tier, we have the Blue Heavy Assault Rifle, the Legendary Scoped Assault Rifle, the Legendary Thermal Scoped Assault Rifle, and the Striker Burst. And for D tier, we have the Scoped Assault Rifle and the Makeshift Rifle. And that there you have it. I did every assault rifle in Fortnite in a tier list. As soon as they add more assault rifles, I will definitely do I'll definitely add them and update the tier list. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is my opinion. If you think something is wrong, please let me know. Like, if you think there's something that should be swapped, please let me know. Again, and if you want to be a part of a video that I'm gonna do, there's a video idea that I'm coming up with. It's a Fortnite weapon tournament. If any of you wants to be a part of it, I need to find someone that can help me do it. I'm gonna be putting a bunch of weapons in Fortnite, and I'm gonna put them in a bracket, and we're gonna see what weapon is the best weapon in Fortnite. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please like this video. Please subscribe. We're getting close to 400 subscribers. It would mean the absolute world to me if we could reach 400 subscribers. But yeah, I hope you like this video, and I'll see y'all in the next video.